Hey everyone, this is Simper Gumby here with Team Scoop, and we're here to talk about my favorite deck, my first deck, the one I'd had no idea how to build when I played in Set 9, the Bibbidi and Majin Buu One with Nothingness. So, leader, when this card attacks, it draws one card, and this card gets plus 5,000 power for the turn. And the awakened condition is you have no cards in hand. You draw three cards and choose two cards in your life after hand and flip this card over. So then you become Boo. So Majin Buu says auto if you have no cards in hand. At the end of your turn, you draw five cards. So you want to always, just about always, don't have any cards in hand. And you get that because he has activate main. Choose one card in your hand, place it in your drop area. Then you get to choose one opponent's battle card with energy cost of three or less, place it under this card. So it's good for removal, especially against those blockers, the one drop, two drop, three drops. Goes under this card, so you can't even get it back. And then you can also plus this card by 5,000 power for the turn. So even if they negate your attack with topos, which topos mean nothing to us because we just combo out and drop cards anyways. The Gohans don't care. The blue Gohan from Baby, we don't care. We just lose energy because we can kill him that turn. Like all that stuff matters nothing because we're Boo and we're just awesome. All right, so we get into the deck profile. So of course, being Boo, we have this whole Boo chain here. A lot of people don't like playing the one drops, but I love the one drops. I almost mulligan every turn for this one drop because once the one drop comes out, he's a one drop and he searches the top seven for a Boo. So I just look for any Boo I need, and I'm always and plus like the good thing about this is like turn one you play it, you go first. Turn two you swing with it. Like you don't charge it. I mean you don't like combo. You swing. 'Cause that's a 5K and you combo card 10K, and then you get your hand lower and lower, and you get the awaken. It's so aggro. You're trying to win by turn two, the old-fashioned way. So when you're searching for this card, you look at the top seven. You're searching for the two drop, which starts your chain. So you gotta have four two drops. This one is so what I like to do is I'll swing with it, and then if I get lucky and I have a three drop in my hand, I'll restand it and swing again. So this one says if all energy is black, and you have no cards in hand, you can choose. You can play up to one Majin Buu, one black Majin Buu with energy cost of three or four from your deck, from your drop area, and play it. So what I do is turn two, either hard cast it for two, or later on there's a Bibbidi that can play for one that plays them out for one for free from the drop. So I'll swing with this guy. If I have one card in hand, I'll restand it with this Boo, the three drop. So this one says, activate main, choose one Majin Buu in your battle area, which would be this card. Put this card under it and restand it. So that's one more swing you get on that turn. So that's your last card in hand. Put it on this Boo, you restand it. Boom. So now I got two 15K swings on that turn. Now, he swung, no cards in hand. You go to the chain. So you want to have the four drop in your drop area. So you pull the four drop from drop area. This one is dual attack 15K, so you're getting swung twice. This is literally on turn two. So swing, swing. He had the same effect. No cards in hand, which you won't because you got him out here. You're going to go ahead and pick a Boo between 3 and 6 and play it on top of this card. Now, depending on your matchup, depending on what Boos you drop, we have two options for the 6 drop. We have the one that's going to warp cards, and we have one that's going to not allow your opponent to draw. So this one says it's a 6 drop. So if your opponent plays a battle card with energy cost greater than their energy, you can choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, not that card, any card in the field. Send it on its warp, and then you put this card in the drop. Or when this card's in rest mode, your opponent can't draw cards except by leader skills. And a lot of people forget about this. He has activate battle for 3 energy. He gets triple strike. So if they wait around because this guy comes out turn 2, swing. They can't draw by leader skills. 20K body. You have no hand. Leader awakens. If you draw, you get 5 cards to defend this guy. And then next turn, you could swing and they no negate, you could go for game on triple strike. Because by then you have what, a boost swing, the 5K, leader swing, dual attack, then you have a 6-drop swing. So you have almost 7 swings that you can get through. And that's our 6-drop. So depending on the situation, Pendle's can drop, but you always want to see these guys in drop. So the next part we have to get the chain off quickly is you're going to have the 1-drop bibbities. This will start your chain. So this comes out on turn 2. You have to have oranges, gotta be black. You have 2 energy or more. You choose, you play this card for 1. Choose 1 card in hand, discard it. So you can even discard the 2-drop. Discard 2-drop. You can play the 2-drop from your drop onto the field. So that's another body to swing with and a 2-drop. Or you can play a 2-drop pre-pui as well, which is here. Which is good for some matchups because a lot of times people will try to stall you out or they do a counter play on you. What you do is this guy comes out. If you have 2 or less cards in hand, your opponent can't activate counter plays. So as long as he's on field and you just, combo out, leader swing combos, you can play a 2-drop again, play him for 1, drop the 2-drop, play a 2-drop, and all your plays, all your boos that come out can't be counterplayed. So it's great. Then next we have from the anniversary box, to get the 1-drop out, we're going to have 4 copies. I only play 3 copies of this, the Hatchet. So this one says, one energy, discard this card from your hand, search your deck or your drop to play this 1-drop. So you pretty much have 4, 5, 6, 7 copies. Plus we have on the gates a power burst to pull back this 1-drop if you need to. So this is good. People play it in the Majin Vegeta deck to get their 1-drop bibbies out as well. Or they can play it in the AOD. But for this one, you just play them out, and then you get the whole chain again like on the next turn, which is great because you get save energy. So remember how that 2-drop said you can only pull boos out between 3 and 4, and then the 4-drop says 3 or 6. So there's other boos as well. So there's 2 5-drop boos. There's the one that has crit, and then there's the boo that has double strike. So with the double strike one, it depends on the situation. So these guys come out if you have 3 or more energy, you can play these on top of your boo chain. So on top of the 2, on top of the 4, and then you can go back and forth. So I can play a 5-drop, a 4-drop, a 5-drop, and then a 6-drop. I can go anywhere I want to. So I can go crit you if I want to, double strike if I want to, depending on the situation. And they're 25k, which is pretty hard to overcome. So that completes that chain there. And then again, we finish always on a 6-drop. So don't be afraid to combo the 6-drop away. If you got bibbities or you got no 2-drop in hand, combo it out. Just get it back next turn. All right, so we chose 40 super combos for the Vegetas, the draw ones. Because sometimes you kind of get on a gate in hand, kind of annoying that you got to get rid of. But a lot of times I see it early, so I just have to charge it because you have to have no cards in hand. I thought about playing the Bibbidi, so a 3-1 split. But I don't know, I like drawing because some decks out here with all these counters, they have a lot of ways to stall us out. So we want to have combo power to get over the attacks and save our boos. So with that being said, in the 10k combo, we have this from Vegeta's deck, the 1-drop Supreme Kai of Time. So we only have 5 cards in hand, which our leader generates. So every time this card's on our hand, it's live. It's a free 10k combo to anything, leader, battle card, whatever. On defense, it's great because I don't see it coming. A free 10k combo because we always have 5 or less cards in hand. Then we have another pseudo combo. Saw this from Super Players deck or profile that had his Broly deck. Win about 4 of these. So this one says we have 5 of those cards in hand, negate this card's combo cost. So it's another free 10k combo. So just like that's literally what, 4 super combos, 4 of the Kais, 4 of the androids. So that's what, 4 times 3, 12. That's 12 10k combo power throughout this entire game you can get. And plus you can get the 1-drop back from the power burst as well, which is great for defense because sometimes you negate, 10k boost that combo, 3 cards now, 2 cards now to even do damage to you. So now we got some of the tech cards. We got one Hatchiyak. It's kind of in or out. We can do one Hatchiyak because I can burst 3. Well, I can burst 2, and then he goes in a drop. If I really need to on turn 3, I can play him for 3 energy. But sometimes it's kind of good to have stuff in drop because you might not see a 2-drop, which is very, very important. So you want to burst out. If you don't see 2-drop by turn 1, on turn 2, you just calm your whole hand out and awaken and just hope you get it. Because eventually you're going to get it. Usually it's always in life. Then we have the double strikes. I play these because I don't like them, but they're starting to come in early because people have lots of negates later on in the game. You want to hit them that double strike. You know, it doesn't matter. Just combo 1. Play it, like I said, play the 1-drop Boo, tap 1 on turn 1, play the 1-drop on turn 2, play the baby 2-drop. You have baby and you have the Boo on board, tap 1, give 1 double strike. Now they hitting, now they hurting. That's what you want. So 2 double strikes in there. Then you got 1 Macless Mimicry. So this one is an extra card that says choose up to 1 Majin Buu and it gets plus 15 power for the battle. So lately, a lot of people, topo me or negate my swings or whatever, and then I have energy open. If I have this in hand, I can give my leader 15k power, or any Buu 15k power for the turn. Or for 2, I can send this card from my drop to from my drop area to my warp, play a 2-drop on field. If I discard a card, and that starts my chain over again. So it's literally four abilities, 3 of the Hatchjacks to get Bibbities, and then you have a McCree as well to pull the 2-drop. Always pull 2-drops. And then we have, to finish the deck, we have 3 power bursts to pull back the 1-drops if we need the Bibbities. So once 2-drops in deck, in grave, you're golden, because you're going to get it regardless. You're going to get it. Even against Dark Broly, you just got to play around it. You got to see more or aggro out really hard. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.